Summer break is a time of relaxation and time away from school, meaning that many students are not involved in any sort of educational enrichment for up to 2 months every summer. This leads to what's known as summer learning loss, which is the loss of knowledge or skills over summer break. This leads to almost 17% of the new school year being spent reteaching information that was learned the previous year. In a 36-week school calendar, this amounts for about 4 to 6 weeks. Despite 100% of students who experience despite the fact that 100% of students who do not engage in educational activities during the summer experiencing summer learning loss, around 9%, only 9% of students actually engage in summer learning programs. Good afternoon, my name is Ella Bingler, and I will be talking about the impacts of summer camps and summer education activities within students. In the years following COVID, many schools attempted to offer programs to assist in the learning loss over that time period. In a survey of parents asking if they would enroll or would participate in activities provided by schools, or would not enroll or are not participating in schools, the percent of parents who would not enroll their child or did not have students participating in these activities greatly outnumbered those who actually were enrolled or would say they would participate, as shown in the green. Additionally, the amount of programs not being offered by schools greatly exceeds those actually being offered. As a result of parents' lack of interest, as well as the lack of schools offered programs, around 70 to 80% of students do not engage in any summer educational activities, regardless of if a student attends public, private, or homeschooling education. One possible option to combat these losses over summer is through attending camps. There are more than 12,000 summer camps within the U.S., and nearly 6 million students attend summer camps every summer. The summer camp industry is a $15 billion industry that offers different environments and experiences depending on a child's needs and interests. Due to the vast size and economic significance of camps, I've researched into the question, to what extent can summer programs within the United States benefit students, and what impact does attendance have on the development of skills beneficial for success in education? I've found that summer camps benefit students in 3 main ways. Academic improvement through the building of skills necessary for success within schooling. 2, it builds a person's future readiness through strategic planning and increased exposure to new skills. And 3rd, it assists in the development of social emotional learning, which, as defined by the Committee for Children, is the process of developing self-awareness, self-control, and interpersonal skills that are vital for school, work, and life. Attendance of summer camps has been shown to benefit academic skills that are then carried into the following school year, giving those that attend summer camps a leverage over their peers. Following attendance at the Camp Fire School Readiness Program, Camp Fire supported students do better on kindergarten readiness skills than a comparison group at the same elementary school. As depicted in the graph, in both language and literacy, those that attended the Camp Fire Readiness Program had benefits and had higher rates of readiness skills than those who did not. In the Journal of STEM Education researched the effectiveness of a summer transportation institute for African American high school students in motivating their interests and career choices in the engineering field. The study found that the program enhanced students' cooperative and leading abilities through cultivating skills in writing, design, oral presentation, documentation, and others within teamwork. All of these skills are beneficial and often necessary for success within the education system, and those that attended the program overall had an increase in their ability within these skills. When students are able to succeed in a school environment, making plans for the future becomes easier, and their ability to strategically plan increases as a result of camp attendance. Additional findings from the previous study mentioned among minority high school students found that after attendance, many had changes in decisions on degree programs. Those that decided to pursue a degree rose about 20%, and those that originally had undecided on a degree program dropped from about 40% to 18%. While gaining a degree is not necessarily a requirement for success, it can greatly benefit those that have one in the long run. Additionally, knowing what one wants to pursue when entering college can make obtaining a degree both more time and cost effective. According to the Dark Side of Resilience from Harvard Business Review, resilience is often viewed very highly, but unfortunately, extreme resilience could drive people to become overly persistent with unattainable goals. In research conducted by the American Camp Association into resilience and self-efficacy through the camp experience, as seen in the graph, self-efficacy rose post-participation. When resilience is paired with self-efficacy, the downfall of high rates of resilience can be combated. Self-efficacy, as defined by the American Psychological Association, is an individual's belief in his or her capability to execute behaviors necessary to produce specific performance attainments. When compared to resilience, self-efficacy is more goal-oriented and focused on future objectives, whereas resilience is more about preventing losses and recovering from adversity. Finally, camp attendance can be found to benefit attendees within social-emotional learning, which, as previously mentioned, can be defined as the process of developing self-control, self-awareness, and interpersonal skills that are vital for school, work, and life. A study by the Yale Child Center found that the summer camp experience provides students with real-world, lasting benefits. Based on a survey of parents of children who attended camps, at a rate of around 70 to 80% saw increases in confidence, maturity, self-esteem, independence, and social activities. These positive changes were still maintained and on target after 6 months following their attendance. According to the American Camp Association's Youth Outcomes Study, a 5-year study, around 90% of campers said that camp helped them make new friends, helped them get to know kids who were different from them, and helped them to feel more confident in themselves. Similarly, parents at a rate of 60 to 70% said that their child gained self-confidence at camp, continues to remain in contact with friends made at camp, and continues to participate in new activities that they learned at camp. These positive outcomes can develop and strengthen interpersonal skills that can benefit a child outside of the camp environment. Ultimately, to conclude, the importance of enriching activities during summer is vital in the defense of summer learning loss. Associations such as the American Camp Association can assist parents and children in deciding what camp best fits their lifestyle so that the environment that summer camps create can benefit them academically, which can give them leverage over their peers in the following school year, assist in their future decision-making abilities and choices, which can provide a more secure route to success, and finally can grow social-emotional learning skills vital for school life. So I'm excited. Thank you.
All right, 2 questions for you. What evidence did you gather that you didn't use, and why didn't you use it?
So I had gathered evidence on the benefits that camps had on staff that worked there, but I didn't end up using it because I thought that if I wanted to cover enough detail into how it benefits the actual attendees, that I wouldn't have been able to go into as much depth if I decided to include the staff that worked there.
Okay, and if you had more time, what additional research would you conduct?
So if I had more time, I would obviously research more into the staff that worked there, but I would also research into camps within the entirety of North America. Originally, I was going to include them within my research, but I couldn't find enough information and studies that were actually completed within Canada and Latin America, and so I decided ultimately to not